In November, Terry Gilliam's fans were stunned to learn that the forthcoming Into the Woods musical he was working on alongside co-director Stephen Sondheim was pulled in light of the 81-year-old throwing his support behind U.S. comedian Dave Chappelle. Terry caused outrage when he took to his Facebook page and urged his 495,000 followers to watch the latter's new Netflix show, The Closer. Following the immense backlash, production on the Monty Python Stars musical was cancelled, prompting Terry to address the unspeakable crime in a lengthy social media post. "It is very sad that a great cultural institution like the Old Vic allowed itself to be intimidated into cancelling our production of Into the Woods by a small group of closed-minded, humor-averse ideologues on their staff, who absurdly call themselves the Old Vic 12. As if they are the victims of some cruel injustice desperately fighting for their freedom." The American-born film director added, "My unspeakable crime was recommending my Facebook followers to watch a Netflix special by a brilliant and provocative American comedian and then share with me their opinions. They did, and civilization did not collapse. However, the Old Vic's artistic credibility certainly has. Freedom of speech is often attacked, but I never imagined that freedom of recommendation would be under threat as well." The Brothers Grimm filmmaker had been working on the musical for months, having previously told fans that the show was very well into production, in time for a launch in mid-2022. However, plans have been diverted, as Terry confirmed the shows would be moving ahead next summer, but they will no longer be held at the Old Vic. "I want to let you know that our production of Into the Woods has found a beautiful and welcoming new home, the Theatre Royal in Bath. The show will open August 19, 2022. Dave Chappelle made headlines in October for his insensitive jokes about transgender people in his controversial Netflix special, which had even prompted staff members at Netflix to protest against him. In spite of his remarks, however, Dave has stood his ground by refusing to back down from the jokes some have claimed were uncalled for. In a clip of a stand-up sketch posted to his Instagram page, the 48-year-old clarified, "It's been said in the press that I was invited to speak to the transgender employees of Netflix and I refused. That is not true. If they had invited me I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we would be speaking about." Upon reports of Netflix staff members staging a walkout to protest the company's decision to back Dave amid the scandal, the latter claimed that the outcry over his comments was ignited by a me versus that community framing. "This has nothing to do with the LGBTQ+ community. It's about corporate interests and what I can say and what I cannot say," he added. "For the record, and I need you to know this, everyone I know from that community has been loving and supporting, so I don't know what all this nonsense is about." Dave affirmed that he would be open to speaking with members of the LGBTQ+ community, particularly those he had offended with his jokes, but he stressed that he would not be issuing an apology. "To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands," Chappelle said, "and if you want to meet with me, I am more than willing to, but I have some conditions." He concluded, "First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing at a time of my choosing, and thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny,